Alright, so I changed up one more thing. I added a second Ajani and took out another Tristani. Ajani Tristani. Because he comes down a turn sooner and has a very similar effect. He does not create bodies like Tristani does, but at the same time, is this good? I don't know. We're gonna keep it. It's fine. Your opponent goes first, and we're already playing slow. I guess we're going for the longer game in this one. I don't know. This is a borderline mulligan hand, I think. It's gotten way better now. Ajani comes down a full turn first, and he even though he doesn't create 2 lifelinkers, he does give everything a +1/+1 counter 2 times in a row, while also giving me vigilance on all my creatures, so it lets me attack and then play Venerated Loxodon. It just feels really synergistic. This card is Overwhelmed Apprentice is a card I've been very happy with. A 1-mana 1/2 is already like pretty decent. It's just like pretty good at like it's slightly defensive, but it's still just like good. It trades with a lot of things. And the 2 discard is not that good, but then Scry 2 is flipping legit, yo. We just play this and get another land. We don't want to miss any land drops, so we probably want double white over double green. We already have double white. Let's just take another green. No reason to do anything there. We play Venerated Loxodon next turn, right? We have that guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not enough because this guy costs 2. Leaf. Leaf, my leaf. But playing this guy does draw us a card. So that's pretty decent. It's still slow. They're playing mill, so I think we have time. I don't know how many board clears they're running. They're probably running Cry. If we can get above Cry, we're fine. If we can't get above Ritual of the Suit, Ritual of Suit. I don't think it's of the... They got a lot of Scry in their deck. Like, a scary amount. I mean, they've Scryed 2-3 times with their first 3 cards. So they kept both cards on top. One of them has to be a board clear. There's absolutely no way it's not. That's a return creature effect. That's really weird. I kind of like the instant speed of returning something back to my hand. But we can't afford to, right? I don't think we can afford to just do that. They probably have a Cry, and we're probably going to die here, but, like, can we play around it? I don't know. I don't think so. Okay. They're going for the Hyper Mill strat. Maybe they don't have the board clear then. It's not looking super good for him. That's 6. I mean, what's our life at? 42. 38. We don't really care what they mill. It's not going to affect our decision making for the most part. We play this first every time, just to see what we draw. Now, are we playing Venerated Loxodon, or are we playing Unbreakable Formation? I think we're playing Venerated Loxodon. Now we could Once Upon a Time here. Once Upon a Time has to be better. Oh, it can't pull us creature or land. Oh, I don't even like Once Upon a Time, man. God damn. All right. Things that we want to be able to trade with everything. So this is obvious. This gets rid of Drowned Secrets. So we do want that to get in. A 3/2. Yeah, that could trade with the wall if they try to block it. If we draw another land, we're going to use this to tap the wall, so we don't need to attack with it right now. Or we don't need to buff it up, I don't think. Alright, Cry does not get... Oh, okay. They're using their whole turn to draw 2 cards. That's scary for them. It's got to be. They're low on time here. We're actually hoping for a land draw right now. We threw both the Johnnies to the bottom. All right, 6. We're still fine. They're probably gonna have a pretty explosive turn. March of the Multitudes always feels... I need to look up how to, like, use March of the Multitudes. It always feels bad for me. I think we just play the Fairy Godmother here. Because we want to draw cards. And if we draw a land, we could still play something else. No, okay. We play this. Let's see what they got. Those things cannot block and live. And then they just block in the most amount of damage. So that's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright. Ritual of Suit punishes us. I don't know about punishes us. It's just really good against us. Yeah. Like, it doesn't kill Loxodon, which is nice, but it kills everything else that we could have played, so I think just drawing the card was better. And we could refill pretty easily here. And that's their full turn. Right? It's pretty good. We want to play both of these because it's still... It doesn't change the clock, and this doesn't die to Ritual of Suit. Drown Secrets. All right, can they kill us this turn? No, 23, I don't think so. I think they're just a little too slow. They did get double Drown Secrets in the top 15 cards, though, which is pretty damn good. But I think they weren't quite there. Good game, Mill. Good game. Yeah, they got us down to 13. Maybe another 2 turns. Would have gotten it. Oh, they didn't surrender. All right. There we go. I was trying to salute you off, man, and then they waited, but got there. You know, Mill's not that impressive, but does have a lot of walls. So being able to get through the walls and being above, having Venerated Loxodon being above Ritual of Suit is super important. I think Venerated Loxodon's better just for being immune to most of the removal that we're going to see. I am a huge fan of that card, but it'd be so good with the Johnny, so I can attack and then use it. But whatever. All right, so I added back 2 of the Once Upon a Times, and although I don't like that card, my opening hands have just been so bad without it that I think it might be necessary just to make my opening hands more consistent. Like, yeah, if you get 2 in an opening hand, it's terrible, and if you draw like the top of your deck has 2 of them, it's like terrible. But so much is it still. I just felt like I need it. There's so many times where I'm like I need some very specific cards to win, and Once Upon a Time does help you dig for it. As long as it's a creature or a land. It doesn't help you dig for your spells that help you win. So I guess it does dig for Tristani, which is probably why Tristani is run over a Johnny. We have 1, 2 lands. I think we just take this guy anyway. I don't care. Why do we play that first? I don't know. It's kind of a target. Maybe it'll mean Amara will live. Interesting. Okay. There's that second one that we always are so fond of. All right, well, I guess we want to draw a land. All right, this is good. So they're going for the cat and oven combo here. That's 100% what this is for. Because otherwise, Corpse Knight sucks. Double Corpse Knight, though. It doesn't gain them life, which is worth noting. I would trade with that. Nah, I wouldn't. You're right. Okay. This is good. We can play this. Draw a card. we can attack. I think we just do. Either way, we get the 1/1 and we get to play the Venerated Loxodon. It's just whether or not this lives. I would rather just kill the Corpse Knight, honestly. And if they value their Corpse Knight that highly, then all the more reason to get the damage in while we can. No! Fabled Passage at instant speed on the stack. Holy shit. I know that Amara doesn't get the +1/+1 counter then, but we also don't care that much. The life linker getting the +1/+1, I just think is probably better. Okay. Return target permanently control to its owner's hand. None of that stuff seems that good. I think I just play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I definitely want to attack. I definitely want to attack. I definitely want to attack. I want to attack with everything? No, I kind of want to get this guy out, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that. The blocker should attack, though. The flyer. No, I think this is fine. Yeah, I think this is fine. Because I could play the Venerated Loxodon and still flower. Don't do it like that, though. Do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Thanks. I know Flourish is really good, but being 2 mana away from it, 3 mana away from it means that it's not going to happen. I wonder if we could have Flourished, played the land. I guess it was basically a free spell. We might have been able to do something else with it. Yep, 2 damage. Blink point. We're creating... We have life linkers. Like, we're fine. We have a lot more HP than it looks like. Unless they could really get us out of nowhere. Another land is phenomenal for us right now. Another land is phenomenal for us. Good game. I still would have preferred the Ajani. I still would have preferred the Ajani. But we don't need to draw that. Ever. Might take out Tristani completely just to try the Ajanis more. Because apparently I've drawn the 1 of Tristani like every single game and not my 2 of Ajani even once. Ooh, March of Multitudes. Scary. I can tell what his deck is built around. It's not built around Cat at all. That's 10 damage to my face. I'll tell you, I wasn't playing around that card. We still have 3/2/2 blockers. This guy's deck, I mean, this person's deck just can't work against any kind of removal, though, right? I mean, ours barely does, but at least we... I guess there's... I don't know. It seems too reliant on the Corpse Knight. Alright, we're at 9. If they got another March of the Multitudes, it is 1 right there. Easy. If they don't get a March of the Multitudes, they're going to have a hard time. Alright. 7. You can tap 1 of my creatures. I will gladly block your knights, as that is what your deck is built around. I did not block with Tristani for no good reason. Boom. The only reason they would attack with the knights is if they were hoping I didn't block them, I think, and block the 1/1s, and then they would have gotten in 2 more points of damage, which maybe they could have done some tricks then. Anyway, good game. Almost a mirror, but not quite. Alright, I'm trying something pretty different here. I completely took out Tristani and I just put in a Johnny instead. And the idea is, even though it doesn't create bodies, that the Vigilance is gonna just help me play my hand out faster. And it comes down a full turn sooner. Obviously, it's not as good against... I mean, I guess it's just as good against removal, right? Because at least this doesn't die after it gets removed and it can still gain me life. It just seems like it might be way better. We're going to keep this only because we have a Once Upon a Time in the hand. And we do have 2 playable cards. Oh, sorry, we have 3 playable cards. But we definitely need to get a white land with this Once Upon a Time. If possible. We do get the option. We don't really care about playing it right now. We do want to play this and this next turn. And then going straight into a Johnny would be pretty great. Okay, we might have that opportunity. Pay 2 life just to assert dominance this early. I will decline. That hasn't been a useful ability yet, but there are some things that it could hit that are pretty good. I was thinking it could be worth holding up something to... You know, because the Love Struck Beast doesn't want the counters on our guys in order to fight. But even then, I want them on. Let's not shock ourselves if we don't have to. We can create 3/1/1s instead. But we can also do it... We can play a Johnny. Attack. We have 4. No, we'd only be able to create 1/1/1 next turn. I think we just kind of create the 3/1/1s here. Because it generates 6/6 worth of stats and potentially more. Which, oh, shit. Well, you know what? I changed my mind. I forgot that I needed them untapped. I didn't forget, I just wasn't thinking. Alright. Scary! That card kind of blows. I guess our goal is to march a Multitudes and then a Johnny. If we just a Johnny now, we might get a couple good trades. I think attacking with a 5/5 is good. We don't want this. We'd rather have the extra 1/1. Okay, it's fine with me. Losing a 1/1 to kill one of their 1/1s seems fine. And they did have the chance to just mess up. Maybe giving it Vigilance would have been really, really good there. But we're going to march a Multitudes. It won't be able to attack after we play a Johnny. Which means it's not hyper synergistic, of course, but still decent. It doesn't look like they're running any red. I mean, other than... This is the first indication of red we've had. So I don't know if they're running Embercleave. They are running this card, which is not very good. Gives things indestructible. Okay, that's fine. We have a lot of life gain in this deck, like surprisingly large amount. Hey, we have that effect too. Three, 6, 7, 8. I think we're fine with that. One, 2, 3, 4. Auto pay. That's pretty damn good too, but we'll do a Johnny first. Because it gives all my creatures Vigilance and a +1/+1 counter, and I gain life. No.
I do. We're not destined to fight.
Vigilance! There we go. Check that out. Good job, Johnny. Why would you block the only thing you can't kill? What? Oh, because they didn't want me to destroy the Circle of Loyalty, of course. which was my plan. Ajani! Then we had an unbreakable formation into another Ajani +1/+1 trigger. I don't know, man. That just feels better than Tristani to me, but I'm probably wrong. But I love the defensive capabilities against mirror matchups like